Stop there. Now move. Now get down. Be careful doing it. Now, foxed you, didn't I, Ryan?
Name's Cobb. Christopher Cobb.
I ain't like you, Ryan. I never shoot a man in the back. Turn around.
You got me wrong. I'm not the man you're looking for.
Oh, Lordy. I ain't looking for him, mister. He's looking for me.
Well, I've done the best I can, but you let this wound go a long time.
I know. I ain't got much time left for worrying about it. Fact is, I ain't got much time left for anything. Have I?
Well, I'll try to get you to the nearest doctor.
If it'll make you feel any better.
The idea is to make you feel better.
I've had some experience with wounds. I know what this one means. You gotta listen to me.
All right.
I'm Hal Worcester. I've got a family near Screaming Hills. I haven't seen him for nearly 5 years. I want you to take some to my wife. Promise me, just in case.
I promise. Just in case. Who's this man, Ryan?
Partners, sort of. Things happened unexpected, like in our last business deal. We had to run for it. Ryan thinks I got the money.
Did you?
No, that's the funny part of it. That money's still in the bank. Ryan's been chasing me for weeks. Got close enough to put this bullet into me. But this map's mine. I won it fair and square in a poker game in Tumbarumba. You take it. Give it to my wife. It's a treasure map. A real treasure. You take it to my wife.
I promise. I found this man on the trail.
How did it happen?
I don't know. I found him. Or rather, he found me.
He was dead when you found him?
He was dying. Can you tell me where his wife lives? I've got to see her.
Why?
Well, first of all, to tell her that her husband's dead, and I promised to give her something.
What?
Well, I think that's something that only she has a right to know.
Who is it?
None of our business, Frank.
It's Mr. Worcester.
He was no good when he left. Coming back dead doesn't make him any better.
Can you tell me where his widow lives?
I'll take you there.
Finish your work, Frank.
But it's Miranda's father.
You heard me, boy.
I know which the lady.
Who are you?
Me, Joe clever fella. Joe show you place.
I'd be very grateful to you, Joe. I've got to get him over to the undertaker first.
Hey, mister.
Yeah?
Will you be going to see Mrs. Worcester?
Yes, I'll be going.
Well, would you tell Miranda, that's her daughter, tell her I'm sorry.
I'll tell him.
Thanks.
do you want here?
Well, now, this isn't the most friendly country, is it?
I'm sorry. What can I do for you?
I have some news for you, Mrs. Wooster.
5 years of loneliness, of grubbing a bare existence from rainless, burned-out land. 5 years of watching your children drying up inside. 5 years of waiting for a piece of paper. A worthless piece of paper. That's so like my husband. Oh, I apologize, Mr. Cobb. This is the heritage he leaves his children. My husband had a sense of humor, Mr. Cobb.
Your husband died trying to get this to you, Mrs. Wooster.
Miranda and Tad, my children. Here's my son, Mr. Cobb, and my daughter.
Good morning, Mr. Cobb.
How do you do?
Mr. Cobb has something to tell you about your father. Let's go inside where it's cool, and I'll fix you something to drink.
Does this mean anything to you?
Oh, it's these hills, all right. And that straight line's probably Pultardi Canyon. But I don't know what this sign means.
I don't know either. Besides, I don't believe in good fairies, Mr. Cobb. Or treasure maps.
Why do they call them Screaming Hills?
Superstition, I guess. The Aboriginals say that their ancient ancestors hid something there, and that their dead guard it. And if strangers wander too close, the spirits of the hills start to scream and frighten them away.
Thank you. Mrs. Wooster, I'll be in town until tomorrow morning. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
Thank you, Mr. Cobb.
Well, I'll be on my way. Goodbye.
Bye, Mr. Cobb.
Miranda,
Yes,
there's a young fella in town sent you a message.
Frank?
Well, he didn't mention his name, but he said to tell you he's sorry about your father and about everything.
That's all?
That's all. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Find the place all right, Mr. Cobb?
You know my name, huh?
As our leading merchant, it's my duty to know. Anyway, I ship a great deal on your line, Mr. Cobb. Oh, I'm sorry about this morning. He's just my boy. I don't want him too attached to people like that.
People like what? Miranda Wooster seemed like a very nice girl to me.
It's not the kind of plan I have for my boy. I want Frank to be somebody. Go to England, to university,
be a gentleman. As I say, Mr. Cobb, I ship a good deal on your stagecoaches. As man to man, this message Worcester sent to his wife.
Mr. Cobb!
Just what did it...
Mr. Cobb! Tad's been hurt. A man came, a stranger. He took the paper.
Oh, wait a minute. Slow down. What man?
Oh, I don't know. He asked about you and my father, and then he took the paper.
What paper?
Is Tad badly hurt?
Oh, I don't know. His head was bleeding. I've come for the doctor.
I'll get him.
What did this man look like?
Dark. He had a scar here on his cheek.
Ryan. Look, this paper he took from your mother.
Hello, Miranda. I'll go with you.
No, I need you here. Go on.
Father, what's the matter with you?
I don't want you with them. Their father was a criminal and met with a criminal's death. You are going to amount to something.
But they need help.
They've got the doctor. But this other criminal, Ryan, he's got to be hunted down and found. Get your rifle, Frank. I want you with me.
I'm sorry, Father. I'm going with Miranda.
Come on with me, Joe.
I don't think you'll have any more bother with that, so I'll ask for a horse to get back. I'll have a look at that in the morning, though. You can pick up your horse then.
All right, Doctor, thank you. I'll get your horse this way.
Mrs. Wooster. Man who stole that map. Did you ever see him before?
No, Mr. Cobb.
Mr. Garrett called him Ryan. Does the name mean anything?
No. I don't care about that piece of paper. Only that he said he might come back.
We'll try to keep him from coming back. But I think perhaps you should care about that piece of paper. Mr. Garrett didn't like your husband. Why?
There's very little I know about my husband, I'm afraid. Frank and Miranda were good friends once. I thought perhaps
Mrs. Wooster. Before Hal Wooster died, he told me he came by that map honestly. I believe him. And worthless or not, it belongs to his family, not the man who took it. I'm going to try to sketch that map as best as I can remember it. You let me know if I leave out anything.
Frog fella.
Frog fellow?
Simon Hill. Simon Graham here.
What does he mean?
Well, he means he knows this symbol from somewhere. From the hills. Joe, can you take me to your frog fellow in the hills now? All right, Frank, you come with us. Have you got a gun?
I'll get it.
You know, there's a kind of sense to all this. Joe's frog fellow, Screaming Hills, the legend of the ancient tribe hiding something there, the treasure. There's just the barest chance that your husband's map isn't as worthless as you thought. Come on.
Ryan!
My father.
I think he's looking for the same man we are. Where's your frog fellow? Keep an eye on him, Frank. Joe, let's go find your frog fellow.
Frog fellow, same as paper. Wind bring him.
Wind bring him. Joe, you stay here and keep an eye on things.
I want a straight answer. Understand? Now. What did he tell you?
I told you. It was just that piece of paper.
But it was about me, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Don't lie to me. Your fool husband had to tell him. Couldn't keep his mouth shut. Where was he going?
He said he might come back.
Where was he going?
You've had a very busy day. I just saw you out at Screaming Hills. You were looking for Mr. Ryan. Well, we have him.
And he told you?
I think you better come along with us. Mrs. Wooster, do you have any dynamite here?
There's some in the shed. I'll get it.
Did Wooster tell you about me? Or was he simply stupid enough to write it to his wife?
Mr. Garrett, so you were the contact.
What's he talking about?
All right, we haven't got time for that now. Frank, you keep everybody here. Let me have the dynamite. I'll take that.
Dad, please, what is this?
He's trying to blackmail me.
What are you talking about, blackmail? We talked it over, Wooster and me, and decided to go all out. We took a bank. Wooster got away with the money and buried it. I was after the map.
You were working with these men?
Working? He was the brains. He just sat back. Wooster was the only one of us who knew him. Respected merchant he was. Sent what we stole to be sold in Sydney and Melbourne. On Cobb and Company coaches the goods went.
It was for you, Frank. So that you could be somebody. I didn't want you to grovel in the dirt like the rest of these people.
Cigar. All right, that's it.
Stuck your nose into this, Cobb. There's no one to blame but yourself.
What are you going to do about the others?
Waited a long time for this money, Cobb. Nothing's going to stop me from getting it.
The treasure is Mrs. Wooster's. It's on her land.
It's mine, Cobb. I've got the gun.
You feel, but there's been enough lawlessness already. He'll stand trial and he'll hang legally. Take him. Well, Mrs. Wooster, this is the legacy your husband left you. Joe knew it and his ancestors knew it. You see, for thousands of years, the wind's been screaming through the underground channels in these hills. We finally let their frog fellow free.